every day. Not really the first consideration I make, but I would say I have one, yes.
Okay. What is it?
I identify as an Irish American.
Quite honestly, no, not really.
If you were to give yourself a racial identity, what would it be?
I feel like I would most readily identify with Black or African American.
Identity.
Not necessarily. My mom's side is half Spanish, so I relate with that somewhat, but I don't flaunt around that I'm Spanish.
Okay. If you had to give yourself an identity, what would you say?
Race, I would say white. Ethnicity, I put down Spanish because that was a big part of my mom's side of the culture, and it's come into my family too.
You have a strong racial identity.
Not so much. Not really.
If you had to give yourself one, what would it be?
I am the whitest white male.
Yeah, I feel like I have a strong racial identity.
What is it?
I am an African American woman.
My whole family is Caucasian, and we're all, grew up with a lot of the same people in the public schools, and I went to private school too, so I guess there's kind of a disconnect there between when you're growing up and when you finally get integrated with the rest of the world.
Take now.
Probably my community where I grew up, pretty, in the suburbs, white parents, private Christian high school, so, little.
In the mirror.
In the mirror. Growing up at all, or just stared at your mirror and said, I'm Black?
Yeah, it was pretty obvious in the mirror.
Okay.
I guess I also lived in the suburbs of Vegas, so just seeing the different racial identities around, and then my grandma bringing in Spanish culture too.
I feel like, quite honestly, all throughout growing up, I haven't really hung out around too many people that look like me, or are of the Black race, and I feel like I just associate more with people that kind of identify with what I would want to identify as.
Claim to have.
I think it had a lot to do with my family, but I grew up in the Bay Area, which is really diverse. It's like a melting pot, and I think that kind of set me apart from others.
Okay.
It's not in your face type of racial tension, but I do feel like it's kind of dormant, but it is there.
Campus.
Maybe, probably. I would say that I know the school has hosted Black Lives Matter protests in the past. I would say that's important, and I would say I would support those. On campus, I feel like it should be safe to do so, to express those. And if that causes tension, that causes tension.
I wouldn't say tension, just as much as people hang out with similar people to themselves. I could definitely say that there is a lot of diversity on campus, and sometimes people don't respond to that quite as well.
No, not really, but it depends on where you look. If you look on campus, you have a lot of specialized clubs that are just for blacks, or clubs that are just for whites, or not really diversity clubs. So I feel like there can be kind of a tension between those clubs, but in the end, we're all just one race, and I feel like we all just get together really well anyway.
Campus.
I don't think it's prevalent in the sense that I experience it on a daily basis, but I think that there's racial tension everywhere.
Okay. Do you think?
Yes.
Not on our campus, but on the streets, yeah.
Course.
Yeah, sure. I think, if anything, they should start younger, maybe in high school.
Yes, I feel like they should, because I feel like the entire purpose of college is to really find out who you are to begin with. So I feel like having a diversity class your first semester will kind of help freshmen easily transition into that aspect of college.
Cool. Yes, definitely. I think it's really hard to find out who you are without finding out who other people are as well.
I feel like that would really help freshmen, because college is the time like where you find yourself. So if it starts sooner rather than later, it would be better.
Our identity course.
I think it's probably too hard for an incoming freshman to probably grasp some of the breadth there. So no, I would say no. I would say that's probably more of like a junior level thing to address, and they might be able to have a little bit more critical thought on the matter.
Hell yeah, because we're required to take math and science, and that shit fucking sucks. So,
Solid.
that's all.
Hi guys. So I hope you enjoyed our video, and we just wanted to kind of talk about why we chose to do this particular topic for it. Personally, I feel that with all the different classes that we're required to take to kind of like help us become better people, like the core humanities and that kind of stuff, that it should be a required class to take an identity class so you can truly really figure out who you are, just because, especially in the United States, race plays such a huge role, and I think that understanding your race and understanding how other people's races like play in with yours or counteract with yours kind of is really important.
Yeah.
So that's why I chose it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think I support everything that she said as well, like just getting to know yourself, and especially in college, it's such an interesting experience, and a lot of people don't find themselves. But honestly, after taking this course and being a sophomore, it would have been nice to take it as a freshman, but like it's just, it changes so many things, and it makes you think about so many more situations, and just opens your mind to so many things. And I definitely think it should be a requirement, because I definitely know more of who I am after taking this course for the last however many weeks it's been.
All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed our video. Thanks, Jody, for everything.
Yep, you're
the
awesome.
best.
Honestly, best professor, or whatever you want to call yourself. Just kidding.
Bye.